there, 4878. I still hear you up in there. It looks like it's working again. Yeah, I forgot the guy had to unplug the service completely to get his readings there, right? Well, I guess that was it for Mother Nature. I believe that may be it for now for Mother Nature, but hey, something was better than nothing. It was good to get a little bit of skip this morning, and maybe we'll get some more later on. Radio station Motormouth Mall, your West Coast undermodulated beast, dropping a hammer from time to time in the wonderful, wonderful world of sound. Motormouth Mall, the West Coast beast, right here, right now. I got down, breaker, breaker. Who was that there, Break? Somebody is barefoot. I didn't get who that was there, Break.
Hey, Motor Mall. Well, I was calling Machete a while ago, but you never answered me up because you was talking to somebody in Oklahoma.
I did hear somebody in here barefoot. I don't know who that was. And you were talking to Machete over there while Machete was talking to Oklahoma. So I don't know, Mother Nature dipping and dabbing and flipping and flopping and bucket weaving and shucking and jiving to break.
You said it all, and I got it all.
Yeah, 10-4. You said it all, and I got it all. That's the way it goes from time to time right there, right now. I work this great big mall. Your West Coast beast got down right there, breaker, breaker.
If I had a 96-foot antenna, I guess I would talk anywhere I wanted to.
10-4. Oh, that was Ditch Digger. Hey, Ditch Digger, you sounded good, just low. You said Barefoot Radio on the MMM modulator. Okay. Yeah, I did hear you. And 303, you said, man, if you had a 96-foot long antenna, you'd do some talking too. Oh, man. Yeah, what a trip. Yeah, had the dish all lined up now. Looks like we're getting our proper bandwidth, and all of our stuff is working like it's supposed to. So that's a good thing. Motormouth Mall stepping right here, right now. I'm going to turn the audio down on the input to the processor. How far? I can't go down too far. Okay. I guess I'll just leave it right where it is.
Are you saying you do? I'm out.
10-4. All right, sounds good. And a stormy weather? I heard you roll up in there too, I did. A stormy weather. If you've got any kind of a sloppy copy, Motormouth Mall right here, right now.
Hey guys, them guys are finally getting out of range. Hey, these dudes right out here just ripping me up for 20 channels. Good grief.
You say I'm ripping you 20 channels?
Well, stormy weather, we got conditions. Mother Nature's just being kind of funny there, Brady.
No, I had these truck drivers over here on Channel 7 giving me all kinds of mess. I guess we're losing our daggone conditions, man. That ain't worth a damn.
Audio 1, 2, 1, 2. I could hear that. Here, I'll play that back real fast if I can. Let me see what happens here. Hold on a second. Check it out. Beautiful audio, just a real weak signal because Mother Nature dropping out. Hey, Chris, I think that was you over there. Sounds good. Roger, on the ground plane. Is that a shockwave? What kind of ground plane are you on? Well, it sounded good for a bit. Anyway, we had just enough conditions to where I could hear you up in there. And then Mother Nature took a stroll. You know how she does. Mother Nature gets around, comes around, goes around. I think Mother Nature's practicing her dance moves. Ain't no doubt about that. Radio station Motormouth Mall, your West Coast undermodulated beast. Right here, right now, I got down. I'm not sure I like that effect, but the audio sounds good to me. Yeah, that was a trip. Ain't no doubt about that, man. That was some strange audio for sure. But, yeah, I can definitely hear you out here. A Lumberjack, radio station Motormouth Mall. Walking the dog, kicking the cat right there, right now. I'm stepping. What was really impressive about that was hearing the modulator radio on the barefoot side, way down in the noise level like that, and still being able to understand it and hear it and hear the bass and the fidelity and all that kind of good stuff. I had too much bass up in there. Anyway, yeah, you could really hear it. It sounded good. All right, there, let me get my knees up in the breeze. Motormouth Mall got down.
How about y'all there, Mr. Motormouth Mall? You got a copy on the 357?
357, I do indeed.
Joe, you are out of Houston, correct?
Nope, I'm out of Santa Maria, California. A little town called Santa Maria over here in California, the break.
Well, Joe, the conditions must be real good, because I'm getting in contact with you on this 955 barefooted from El Paso, Texas.
10-4, well, you're doing a good job from the El Paso, Texas on the 955. Check it out. Watch this.
Joe, the conditions must be real good, because I'm getting in contact with you on this 955 barefooted from El Paso, Texas.
There you go. That 955 barefooted from El Paso, Texas is working there, Brayden.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. She's definitely making the trip. You sounding crystal clear on this end.
Appreciate that. Likewise, doing a really good job. And, yeah, that's a heck of a good sound of radio. Check it out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. She's definitely making the trip. You sounding crystal clear on this end.
We're working a 96-foot-long antenna and pointed directly down toward your neck of the woods. Motor Mouth Mall right here, right now. And it's Motor Mouth Mall modulator and this Cobra 29LX right here, right now I got down.
Roger, I'm running a 102 whip on the Mobile. And it's Striker 955. Getting on down.
Man, 102-inch steel whip on a Mobile, making a great trip from Houston, Texas to Santa Maria, California. Holy smokes, man, that's pretty awesome.
Oh yeah, definitely. I turned on the radio and just turned to 6 to see what was going on, and I heard you booming it out there. So I figured I would try to reach out to you.
Well, I'm glad you did, man. You're getting stronger. Check it out. I don't know what the signal level went up to. I wasn't looking at the S-meter, but I could hear it. Check this out.
Oh yeah, definitely. I turned on the radio and just turned to 6 to see what was going on, and I heard you booming it out there. So I figured I would try to reach out to you.
Getting stronger and stronger. Motor Mouth Mall with that instant replay right there, right now.
You hit me at about, you were hitting me at a 9 and then it backed off to an 8.
Roger on 9 and backing off to an 8. I just looked at the meter, and as you said that, you went from about a 3 or 4 down to about a 3 or a little less. So it's wavering around. But I'm cheating. I ain't barefoot to break. Yes, sir, indeed. Got a whole lot of fire in the wire. Roger. Well, you know, that little help with Mother Nature goes a long way, too. You know, I can't take all the credit. And the beam certainly helps. Big old 96-foot-long, 8-element beam certainly helps get the job done. But I couldn't do it without Mother Nature to break. Well, I'm glad Mother Nature stuck in there long enough to make the contact. To you working at Barefoot Mobile around Houston, Texas. Doing a great job there, 357. Radio station, Motor Mouth Mall, your West Coast undermodulated beast. Got down. I heard part of that, but then it faded away. A357, what was that, the break? I could tell you were keyed up, and I could hear Motor Mouth Mall, and I could hear a laugh. But I couldn't hear the whole thing, unfortunately. Mother Nature doing that dipping and dabbing and flipping and flopping and bucking, weaving and shucking and jiving. You know how she does from time to time. Hello to you one more time again. 357 radio station Motor Mouth Mall. I'll get some bottom end up in here. Right about here and see what that does. Motor Mouth Mall, your West Coast undermodulated beast. Got down. Yep, 10-4, it's a Cobra 29LX, and I'm feeding it with the DDS module. It's a DDS module that is going through a small preamp and feeding C95 of the Cobra 29LX. I also have another amplifier that I modulate and use as well, but this last combination here is a Cobra 29LX, and I'm feeding C95 with the DDS. Now, that doesn't let it receive on frequency. That only does the transmit. And then I use an SDR, software-defined radio, for my receiver there, Bree. A ditch digger, the reason that is all audio processing. That has nothing to do with power or signal level. As you can see, as the signal changes, the loudness is still there. It's because the signal is fully modulated and then some. And that's why radio stations spend so much money. All my clients spend gobs of money on audio processing equipment to try to maximize the density and all that without exceeding the specifications required, to be met by the FCC. So it's all about audio processing, and that's what causes that to happen to me. Hey, tell 766 that I said hello. I know he's still out there. Hey, do me a big old favor. I know 766 is still out there. The big man on a big radio is still out there, but tell him I did say hello. I'm back out.
I've got a big radio.
Yeah, you do. You roll up in here in fine style right there, man. I don't know what you're doing over there, but,
I've got a big radio.
you got a good sounding big radio right here, right now. Break.
Is that just like eating a box of Cheerios? I can't believe you're hearing me on my stick.
Well, the proof is in the pudding,
I can't believe you're hearing me on my stick.
Just like that right there.
Oh, my goodness. Well, I'm hunkered in.
Roger, on being hunkered in. Yeah, I gotta go to the store, and I gotta go to the post office. I got another batch of modulators done, and one of them's gonna be installed in a radio later this week. I'll drop my carrier down here a little bit. Nice, even 5 kilowatts right there. There you go. Anyway, I gotta go to the store and get some stuff, and I gotta send off a modulator board and turn my headphones down because they're borderline feeding back. Anyway, yeah, it's all good.
Those bad habits.
Hey, Roger, on that, I heard you 4878. Hey, Ma, let me ask you a question. Can you put one of those motor mouth model boards in a like a RCI 2980 or Galaxy Saturn radio?
Yeah, 10-4. Very easy. If you look inside the radio on the circuit board in the back corner, you'll see there's a card that spans 3 fingers. And that card is there so you can measure the bias voltage, or the current, the idle current, when you're setting the bias voltage on the driver and finals for sideband mode. But that card, if you pull it up and move it over and push it back down again, then it doesn't span the finger that is the rest of the radio's audio circuitry. It just touches the final and driver. And then you run the modulator, the emitter of the transistor of the modulator, you run that right over to that card. And you can put a switch in it if you want to go back to stock. So you can use sideband, God forbid sideband. But anyway, you can do that. You could also probably wire it directly to the mode selector switch. But anyway, I just go directly to the card, and it works. And you get a little DC to DC boost converter that's about $8 on eBay, and a transistor which is like $4.30, the modulator board and some potentiometers, 3 pots, 220Ks and maybe a 1K. On a Galaxy, probably a 1K. And yeah, it solders right in. It's a quick operation, and it doesn't damage the radio delivery. You can go right back to stock.
Roger on that. Well, what is that mall board cost? Well, I don't know if you want to say it on the airways, but is it pricey or affordable? Something that a broke down Chevrolet can afford?
Yeah, they're cheap. They're $141 for the board. Like I say, about $8 for the power supply, $4.30 for a transistor. Whatever, a couple bucks a piece for the pots. And you got to get a heat pad for the transistor, so that the collector doesn't touch ground. And then whatever kind of audio input jack you want, quarter-inch jack, and maybe a switch. And that's it. And then you run your audio processing stuff, your hi-fi stuff, whatever you've got right now. You run right into the 600 ohm input of the modulator board, and then you can run with it from there. And so yeah, it's easy to install, and it's cheap.
Yeah, but see, I ain't got all that stuff. I ain't got no mixer board. I ain't got none of that, So I was just wanting to know, I know somebody said that you sell the whole setup already together, mixer board and all that. I guess that's right. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I do sell a complete system. If you don't want to do your own audio processing, which I know you can do on your own, but if you wanted me to supply it, it's $13.75 for the modulator and the system installed in a Cobra 29. I don't work on other radios or customer radios. If you want to do it in a 2980, you do it yourself. But it's really easy. You can have Larry do it. He can do it real easy. But it's a real simple thing. You can do it yourself. And then the computer processing, the microphone I use right here is a cheap little $36, $34 Wish.com microphone. It's like the BM800. This one is a ERZ HEN. Anyway, it's the same thing as a BM800. It's the same as all those cheapy condenser mics. And the audio interface is a Behringer UM2. And the computer is just anything that'll run, say 2.4 gigahertz processor, dual core with 2 gigs of RAM or better. i5 processor is great. Anyway, something like that is perfect. And then you just get Live Professor and some plugins. So anyway, just it's really simple. So if you don't have any of that stuff, you might want to look at getting some of the other goodies. But I don't break it down. I don't sell it by parts. I just sell the board or a complete system delivery.
Yeah, Roger. Well, I've got a Heal GM5 microphone, and I'm real happy with it. Matter of fact, it's probably the best microphone I've ever owned. Anyway, I'll pick up with 48 later on and see what's all about that. But I can't do it right now because I ain't worked for 3 months, and it looks like I ain't going to work another 2 or 3 months before all this crap going on. Thank you, China. Anyway.
Roger. You're very welcome. And if I can help you out later, more and more in the future, let me know. I'd be happy to. But yeah, it's what the modulator does essentially is the board takes full control of your driver and final inside the radio. And then once it's doing that, then you have to supply it with the good audio. So a mixing board, mixers mix. Mixers don't make you sound better. Just because every control room and every studio has a mixer, that's not what makes the sound. The sound is actually created by the processing. And the processing is the plugins that are installed in Live Professor, for example, equalizers, compressors, limiters, de-essers, noise gates, harmonic exciters, brick wall limiters. That's the stuff that creates the sound and controls the sound and allows you to push it to the limit and all that. And then some people don't like software. They like hardware. They'd rather spend a lot of money on what you call rack mount gear, where each piece of equipment is one thing. It's either an EQ or a compressor or a limiter or a noise gate or a de-esser. Sometimes you might find a couple things built into one unit, but that gets really expensive. And a PC is cheap. The interface is $48, or is it $78? It's $48, $78? No, it's $48. It's $48.78. Oops. Anyway, the microphone is cheap, and the plugins are free. Gobs of plugins. They're free. And that's, in a nutshell, how do you beat that, Anyway, there are a lot of schools of thought, but that's just mine. And it seems to work based on how it sounds.
Roger. Roger, and advisor. Okay, well, I'm going to get out of here. I got something I got to go do kind of urgently, so I'll catch up with you later. Motor Mouth 303 up here in the mesquite tree, waving all them mesquite stickers. See you later.
10-4. Well, you're doing your thing again? The mesquite trees. All right, I'll get back outside and read the mail for a little bit. You have a good day. Don't work too hard. Motormouth Mall got down.
I'm going to have to go get me some curious watermelons. I'll catch up with you later.
All right, sounds good. Go enjoy the watermelon. Motormouth Mall stepping. I can hear you on low power, too. You got to remember, I got a long antenna.
I need some more power, baby.
More power. I got a fever, and the only cure is more power.
The only thing I'm looking at is I got them torpedo tubes, and I got 2 big ones that I'm fixing to launch. I'll see you.
10-4.
You better go before your urgent business catches up with you.
That would be messy. That would require a lot of toilet paper.
The only thing is, you got to remember, I don't use toilet paper. I use corn cobs.
No, you don't. I seen you running slide across the carpet.
Oh, my dog did that 20 years ago. You ever get a friend request on Facebook, and it's some chick, and she's got all of her pictures of her sitting on some sort of a weird, whatever, with her lips all puckered up? Like, holy cow. Oh, yeah? You got a 766 up in your radio?
Yeah, he hopped up in there for a second. I know, we was playing around with some audio settings earlier. I don't know, man, I think
How about 766? Can you hear the little radio?
fast and start over.
10-4. Well, if you hear 766 real good in your radio and you talk to him, tell him I said hello there, Break. Tell him to stay inside. We don't want any diseases spreading around the Break.
I need to finally put that, transmitter in line. It's been sitting over here ready to go forever. I'm just, lazy. Don't want to rearrange stuff.
Well, sounds good.
Yeah, I built that thing like 3 years ago. Ran it a little bit and finally got the switching figured out from the radio to the receiver and all that. So, guess I need to put it in line and quit procrastinating.
Roger. Now, how are you doing your receive? Because you got the DDS module in there, which is doing the transmit. What's doing your receive?
Cobra 1000 with a, I bought one of them MFJ switches. You hook one coax comes into it, one goes to your transmitter, one goes to your receiving radio. And when you key up, it sends an automatic signal to it to turn the receiver off so you can transmit it. And then when you unkey it, it opens the receiver back up.
Yeah, 10-4. Very cool. Okay. Yeah, I like the Cobra 1000 receiver. They're kind of cool. You did the hi-fi mod on it and all that stuff there.
Didn't work. I got it transmitting and receiving again and did some hi-fi stuff to it and thought, man, that radio looks so good it'll make a good receiver. So yeah, that's what I use. I use the SDR too, but I have a problem with my amplifier. It really overloads that SDR receiver.
Hey, no, now, if I ain't gonna stay in there long, 259 just wanted to read the civil water. I'm back.
Yeah, 10-4. 10-4. Yeah, the amplifier overloading the SDR is a pretty common problem, I think, with those things. And mine wasn't happy with me either. But what I did is I put a relay right at the input of the SDR. Hello, 259, I hear you up in there. I do. 259 up around Colorado. And yeah, on mine I found that I could put a relay right at the input of the SDR. And not only does the switcher do its job, but the coax going to the SDR disconnects both the shield and the center lead. The shield and the center lead of the SDR both get disconnected. And I don't put anything to ground. You know, some people short the SDR input to ground, thinking that's going to protect it. But that short little wire usually picks up more RF than it's worth. A dead short to ground isn't a dead short to ground with RF, you know, anyway, so I just don't connect it. I leave the wire short, I put it to the relay, and when I key down, I disconnect the shield and the center lead from the SDR completely, and then it's happy to break.
Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah, like, when I would run it set up with that switcher, with just like I use a 655 for the base of my transmitter, or I use that transmitter, and the transmitter part would work good, and it was put over the receiver as far as the SDR went, and that worked great until I turned that amplifier on, and then all that went to shit.
Yep, 10-4. Yeah, I tried just disconnecting the center wire from the SDR, and it didn't like that. There was still too much RF on the shield. And so disconnecting all of it is what worked. And And then I don't do any sequencing. I should, but I don't do any sequencing over here. You know, but you could, if you were to build something really trick, you could put a sequencer in there that would break or disconnect the relay first, then turn the station on. And as long as you're sequencing that, you might as well also have it key your foot pedal and all that before you key your transmitter. And then when you unkey, have it unkey the transmitter and and all that, and then revert everything else back to normal again. But yeah, that was a problem I had over here too, man. It just didn't like all that RF.
Well, what I'm eventually going to do is take your idea that you gave me with that transmitter that I have. I'm going to put a third level on it. I'm going to move all the, I'm going to make a faceplate for it and put like the DAC meters on it and everything, but put the transmitter display and all that in the top level. And I use a foot switch to key my stuff now anyway. So what I'll do is I'll tie it all into one foot switch and try to get it all in one unit. I think my driver amp will fit in there too, so that ought to work. Have it all in one like big
Yeah, 10-4. I have a DAC Mark 10 over here that it works, but they sound horrible. They're just horrible radios. And so I'm going to gut it like everyone else has done with the Cobras. And I'll put one of my own configurations in there with the DDS and modulated amplifier and built-in antenna switching. I'll even put the SDR. I'll buy another SDR play, and I'll put the SDR play inside the box along with everything. And yeah, make one complete whole system. I think that'd be cool. I like the look of the Dick Cobras or the DACs. And, you know, they're neat. And I like the big meters. So yeah, I'll do something like that too eventually. It's just way down the road.
Yeah, 100%. To me, I was telling another guy earlier today, you know, I've had ham rigs and HF radios and ICOMs, and I'm telling you, when I think of a radio, to me, a DAC Mark 9 and Mark 10, regardless of what's inside of them, those look like what I think a radio should look like. You know what I mean? And I've never been able to get one, you know, somebody buys it out from
Yeah, 10-4. They look exactly, they have that look of a big, you know, a big transmitter, a big radio. They're simple, they're clunky, but they're enough going on, and there's enough, the layout is just right. They're aesthetically beautiful. I love them. And so yeah, I'm glad I got one. I wish I had the 9 instead, but I've got the 10. And the reason I wish I had the 9 was I don't care much about sideband. But if I put a radio in it, I got to make it work on sideband. So by having a 10, it just makes more work for me. That's all.
If I can get a 9, I'll trade you.
10-4.
I'd be happy with either one, truthfully.
666-2592. Lockdown, lockdown. Every phone with the purple realm. 766-259. Go on now.
Coming on 28. Set me on another path.
Hey, Big Motor Mouth Marley, did you finish your conversation? 259 Leslie Baker.
Hey, 259, I hear you up in there. I thought you were talking to 766.
Big Motor Mouth Marley. Boy, you had a thing that's going to Colorado for a long time. I've been trying to speak at you this morning. Big Motor Mouth Marley, 259 here now.
Yeah, Yeah, Tip Weather 259. Well, I appreciate you getting up in my radio here. I hear you real good. I'm looking in Texas right now, so I'm not hearing you on the front of the beam. You're kind of off on the side a little bit, but I'm still hearing you. Ain't no doubt about that. Hey, I know 766 is up in there, but I don't know where he's looking either. So anyway, I don't know if I can get in between keys or not, but I'll try to get up in there and say hello to you one more time to 259. Motormouth Mall, your West Coast beast right there right now, break.
Hey, big Motor Mouth Mall, y'all head to head, no doubt about it, man. Hey, big Motor Mouth Mall, strong off and call somebody else, says here. But we just want to tell y'all to take care and take care and be safe out there. Big Motor Mouth Mall, 259. I'm going to put the mobile back on the quiet side. I'm going.
10-4. All right, you're doing a good job in the mobile. Holy smokes. Yeah, I didn't realize you up in the mobile. Hey, 259, you take care of 7-3s. Have a good day out there. Be safe and stay clear of the infected.
Yeah, no doubt about it, man. Hey, big Motor Mouth Mall, strong off and call somebody else, says here. But we just want to tell y'all to take care and be safe out there. Big Motor Mouth Mall, 259. I'm going to put the mobile back on the quiet side. I'm going.
There you go, 259, while you're up in the Mobile Motormouth Mall right there right now. I got down.
I appreciate it. Hey, Big Motor, I appreciate it. No doubt about it, man. No doubt about it. Motormouth Mall, 259, Silverado City. Y'all take care and Godspeed and God's grace your way. 259. Go on now.
Camp Weather 259. All right, take care, 7-3s. And by the way, you did have company up in there. Check it out. Right now, I got down.
I appreciate it. Hey, Big Motor, I appreciate it. No doubt about it, man. No doubt about it. Motormouth Mall, 259, Silverado City. Y'all take care and Godspeed and God's grace your way. 259. Go on now.
That was 7, I think, in there. He was messing it up with you a little bit there, trying to get up on the water gate to break.
I just got too smooth. Big Motor Mouth Mall. I think 7 talking 766. Hey, Big Motor Mouth Mall. I think on 7 on that flare side talking 766. I was just messing with him, Motor Mouth Mall. I was just messing with him, but I'm back quiet.
Yeah, 10-4. Hey, 7. You were just messing with him. He said you were talking to 766, and you get up and said, hey, Motormouth Mall, I was just messing with him. Yeah. That's what I heard there, break.
Yeah, 14. I just sitting there. I just messing with him. I just keyed up. A low side, Motormouth Mall. I'm back listening to 259, your talk show. I'm back quiet.
Yeah, 10-4. It's your talk show. You all up in here. Hey, 7. Motormouth Mall says it's your talk show. What you gonna do to break?
Oh, it's all good. It's all good. I just eat back downstairs. I've been up on the computer. Take care of Motormouth Mall. 7, getting up. Kick leg.
10-4. Click, click. Take care, 7-3s. A Motormouth Mall, your West Coast undermodulated beast. Stop already. Your West Coast undermodulated beast right here, right now. I got down. Breaker.
You get down 5 style. All right, then put it in your head there later. I'm back reading the mail. Click.
Click. I think 259 is talking to 766 now. Hey, 7. I think 259 is calling 766.
Yeah, he out there, but I know I got a different looking ears there, 14.
Yeah, 10-4.
He tried to get 259 to go to Cat House with him, Motormouth. He tried to get 259 to go to Cat House with him. I'm going.
10-4. Well, they got all the employees at the Cat House secluded, and maybe he gotta take it to that extreme there, break.
Don't wait on my check. President Trump.
48, 78, I don't know if you're still out there, but if we still have any kind of marginal conditions, hello, once again, always a pleasure. I enjoyed that rag chewing, no doubt about that. 48, 78, if you got a sloppy copy, let me know. Motormouth Mall, your West Coast beast right there right now. I'm gone. Breaker.
You were working from home. I told him y'all were on radio this morning. You wouldn't get too much work done. I'm back quiet, my brother. What's going on?
Yeah, 300 ain't working. Hey, 7. 300 ain't working. He's out there talking on the radio. They're breaking.
I'm going to say hello to you, man. Hope the sweet thing's doing well. I'm going to sit back and read the mail.
I heard a 370 up in there. Who was that?
Yeah, for damn well, he can tell that mobile talking, man. Trust me. That mobile is talking there, for damn. 259, go now. Yeah, for damn well, he's standing up in it. Ain't no doubt in my mind he's standing up in that double-looking mobile. He riding down the street standing up and punching the gas pedal. Yeah, I heard you earlier. Y'all was talking local. I talked to Motormouth Mall earlier. Y'all was talking local. That folk there? Yeah, I ain't got no big one. I ain't got no big one. That folk there? You mean shift the little one? You want me to shift the little one that way? Hey, 766, you gotta put it in Colorado Springs. Yeah, 14, well, I'm going all the way back to the low side. Yeah, go and get out the big one. This little one there. I don't know what the world you doing in Denver, but you got it locked down. 259, y'all. You need to let some of them employees out, but you need to let some of your employees out. She's on about a minute ago. Did you say that?
Hey, 7. 259. I figured I'd take a look around your neck of the woods real fast. I was pointed into Texas before, but I moved the antenna a little bit. We'll see what happens. Agree.
You said Mother Nature said the big one was too big. Well, if Mother Nature said the big one too big, then she know how much tickling she was getting that folk there. Yeah, go to it.
How about the audio radio? The audio radio right here, right now, I got down.
Audio radio, and Big Motormouth Mall 259. And Motormouth Mall 259, be quiet.
10 for there, 259. Hey, 259, hello to you, man. Hope everything's going well and slow around your neck of the woods still. I did look around your neck of the woods right there. I'm looking up around your place right there right now. Break.
Safe, but I can see you went through the little one because you got it swinging. It's swinging like a Wolverine, though. 300, the most interested man, 7 say. I'm going back to the low side.
Hey, 7. Tell 300 he's not going to get much work done from home if he's talking on the radio. Hey, 7. Tell 300 he's not going to get a whole lot of work done while he's talking on the radio, there, Break.
I'm not talking about windshield wiper. You ain't like windshield wiper. 73's all the gang in the brush in the yard here with the big boys, Channel 6. I was just Yes, ring, but when they want to shake hands, they shake the hand of the small man. Oh, go.
Alright, there, folk there. Ain't no doubt about it. Put it in later. 3 double O. Man, you know where I'm at. Click.
66. I know they called you Big Worm when you was southward.
I got a good grip on you, Washington. Jerry. Watch your radio. You see that right there, 3 double O? Nothing but a drum, boy. I'm gone.
Chili. You find me some chili pickles.
Boy, get quiet out there. Let me go on back here. What up, 259? I'm gone. Now go. Snowman will be listening in.
You make me feel so good. Shut up. Everyone else, other people got
I'm out of here.
all day.
I'm gonna see the cat out. I'm gonna do like 766. I just damn DC the cat out.
Go ahead, 3 double O. I know 66 trying to wave your way.
Hey, 66, I heard you roll up in here too. A 66 motor mouth mall right there right now, break.
All right. I didn't get there, man.
I didn't mean to do that, Sims, I didn't mean to do that. Take care, Get on out of there, I'm going.
Native number 66 right around America's Mountain. We're waving to you, sir.
You're doing a good job. Appreciate the bump down, and definitely look forward to putting it on you a little bit more here. Keep the hammer down, and stay away from the viruses. 66 Motor Mouth Mall, your West Coast beast. Right there, right now, break.
Right on, man. You do the same 73 and enjoy the weather out there, man.
Roger, likewise. If you've got some good weather, enjoy it. We're looking at a beautiful day over here on the central coast of California, I guarantee it. And check this out here real fast. I've got a playback for you. Here, watch this.
Right on, man. You do the same 73 and enjoy the weather out there, man.
There you go. Right there, right now. 66 Motor Mouth Mall, stepping.
Yeah, folk there, well, every time you text me talking about that music room, 63 called me last night, but every time you tell me, I be cooking something at dinner. Every time you text me talking about that music room, Sims 68. Sims, I hate I didn't make it.
I got an earful of 7 that time.
I'm full straight, baby, brother. Like I say, man, I be cooking that dinner on Sunday afternoon, man. So I can't come and been there wait that long to play a double like a jam. Take care of my brother. God bless you. You be safe. I'll get back with you. Click.
Yeah, I got a copy on that. Who is that, the break? I turned the antenna up to Colorado, so I'm not sure who that is.
766. All right, then I'm going to pull straight back. Motor my mouth starting to ease up a little bit. He talking to somebody else in Colorado. 7, get up.
We're pulling down. I do appreciate it there, Motor Mouth. See your way again.
Roger, that's 6. Take care, 7-3s. Have a good day. Good to hear you up in there, 6-6 up around Colorado. And the other station with the high fidelity sound, I'm not sure who that was. I did hear somebody trying to get up in my radio there, break.
I went up to North Carolina. Folk there.
Motor Mouth 73, 66, on the way.
10-4.
Well, just stay on the little one. Just stay on the little one. Do what you do, big brother. Just stay on the little one. I know you're through working for the day there, folk there.
Who's the hi-fi station trying to call Motor Mouth Mall there, break?
It ain't hunting season out there. Pick that one up, set your one down. It's not hunting season.
I heard the station in Colorado reading the Motor Mouth Mall mail right there. That's what I got here. Check it out. Watch this. I heard it, but I didn't know who it is. Anyway, I heard you.
Find out who it is, Motor Mama. Hey, Motor Mama, find out who it is. I'm going to stand there. Hey, Motor Mama. Find out who it is. I'm gone.
Yeah, 10487. Well, I don't know who it is. I know who's up on my radio right now. 87.
Find out who it is, Motor Mama. Hey, Motor Mama, find out who it is. I'm gonna stand there. Hey, Motor Mama. Find out who it is. I'm gone.
There you go. 7. There you were right there right now. I got down.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Well, you know, I'm just here playing with this young boy, man. I'm just here playing with it. I'm gonna click it off a little bit. Yeah. And then I did that right there. I'm just here playing with this thing. I'm gone.
All by yourself when you're playing that, with your pipe with that John boy. Check it out. That sounds bad.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Well, you know, I'm just here playing with this young boy, man. I'm just here playing with it. I'm gonna click it off a little bit. Yeah. And then I did that right there. I'm just here playing with this thing. I'm gone.
There you go. That's what I heard right there, right now, Brady.
Okay. I'm back quiet.
10-4.
Order Mountain View, boy, you guys are really bleeding over on 15.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. You must be close.
Oh, no, just letting you know. Coyote's back on the site.
10-4 there, Coyote. Appreciate that.
Social distancing, Motor Mouth Mall. I'm back quiet.
Social distancing. That's right. That's what we're practicing here on the radio.
Real distant. Like a distant cousin, Motor Mouth Mall, 244.
410 there, 244. Man, you smoking.
Real distant. Like a distant cousin, Motor Mouth Mall, 244.
There you go, 244.
Where you coming from? Anthony, where you coming? Where 244 coming from, Motor Mouth Mall? 7, so find out where you coming from. I'm gonna stand by.
Hey, 244. Where are you?
Colorado.
10-4. Does something know that?
I'm 30 miles south of, I'm 30 miles south of Colorado Springs, 14.
Oh, you're 30 miles south of Colorado Springs. Okay.
Over here in Pueblo. Adam is here in Pueblo, that right.
Conditions out here in northern Colorado. 1088 out here reading the mail.
1088, I hear you out there too while you're reading the mail.
Appreciate the comeback there, Motor Mouth. You reading
Come on, you take that right.
You're not too muddy?
No, sounds good. Here, check this out. I'll play an excerpt of audio here. Here goes.
In Pueblo, that right.
Conditions out here in northern Colorado. 1088 out here reading the mail.
There you go, 1088. That's you right there. I'm back out.
What do you sound like right there? What do you sound like right there, Motor Mouth Mall? What do you? Right there. Look, they say, oh, me 7. What do you sound like right there?
He sounds a lot like you, 7. Check it out.
What do you sound like right there? What do you sound like right there, Motor Mouth Mall? What do you? Right there. Look, they say, oh, me 7. What do you sound like right there?
He sounds a lot like you. 7, Motor Mouth Mall, right there, right now, Brady.
Hey, Motor Mouth Mall. All right, then, I'm going to use it and give me a smoke. Take care. Tell that devil, like I say, good evening, be safe. Motor Mouth Mall, 7, stepping away for a minute. Click there.
10-4. Click, click. Yeah, 10-4 there, 259. You sound good over here too, man. You walking and talking. All right, man, I gotta get out of here. I gotta go to the post office and go to the store and get some toilet paper, all that kind of stuff to break.
You don't need no calamine 259 down here.
You better go get that toilet paper. Hey, Motor Mouth Mall. You better go get that. You go to the store. You better go get that toilet paper they got in it. Let me go.
Hey, 7. I got the press in the background working right now. I'm printing it up. I printed at about the rate of 1 sheet per second. And that's faster than I can sheet. So I'm making a lot of toilet paper over here that break. A7. The Motormouth Mall West Coast Beast toilet paper press. I'm rolling them out, man, sheet by sheet. I got down.
Hey, Motormouth Mall, I hope you're making 2-ply, 3-ply, 'cause that 1-ply, that 1-ply, that 1-ply, your fingers go through the 1-ply. Hey, Motormouth Mall, I hope you're making 2-ply, 3-ply, 'cause that 1-ply. But that doing 1-ply, your fingers go through the hole, I'm going.
You're right about that, man. No one ply over here, man. That stuff, that can get you in trouble. Ain't no doubt about that. Man, you smoke an A7. A7, it's time to move on up. I'm going to try to roll around the east side, look around your radio one time. 7, Motormouth Mall, stepping.
Motormouth Mall 259, I want a case, man. Hey, Motormouth Mall, I want a case, said CAD. Hey, Motormouth Mall, I want a case, 259, man, a case. Hey, go.
You said it's time for you to get a case? You want a case as well there, 259? Radio station, Motormouth Mall. Your West Coast undermodulated beast. Got down.
That's what I'm trying to tell that beast. Hey, big mother.
That's just mad. I don't need no case. I got one roll. I'm gonna use mine.
I'm trying to tell you.
No, I'm gonna wash my toilet paper. I'm gonna wash my toilet paper and use it again. Motormouth Mall, stepping.
Yeah, 10-4 on the reconstituted toilet paper. Hey, 7, you say you're gonna wash it again. You're gonna use it and wash it. Reconstituted toilet paper. That's what you say you're gonna do over there. You're being green. 7. Hey, I got the flux capacitor charging up over here. I'm gonna let it charge for an hour or 2. I'm gonna go to the store. I'm gonna go to the post office. And then I'll come back. By then, the flux capacitor ought to be all charged up. And I'll come back out here with a little bit more. A7, 259, 1088, 66, 4878 in Texas. Ditch digger if you got a sloppy copy in Texas. 303, everybody else. Motormouth Mall waving and stepping. I'm going to get out of here and get some stuff done, and I shall return. The West Coast Beast got down.
You got that little hammer down right here. Hey, Motormouth Mall, Simpson, you got that hammer down right there.
What happened to the isolation station? You go to the post office. That ain't isolation.
I am the isolation station. I go to the post office, and I stay in the car, and I send the drone out to get the mail to break.
That's a good deal. Have a good time at the post office. Don't get that on you. 317 Big Valley, getting on down.
Hey, 317, you got a hammer out here. I don't know how you're doing that. Hey, 317, check this out. I want you to hear this.
Have a good time at the post office. Don't get that on you. 317 Big Valley, getting on down.
Hey, 317, you got a hammer up in here, man.
Well, I appreciate that.
Didn't give him a nail to go with that damn hammer.
Too much LSD. He's an acid casualty casualty of the family. Mr. Mothermouth Mall, get to the post office, pull that picture down.
Did I hear that right? Let me, wait, hold on a second here. I don't know if I heard that right or not. What was that? Wait, what is my space? My space bar's not working. Oh, there it goes. Here, check this out.
Well, I appreciate you.
Wait.
Too much LSD. He's an acid casualty of the family. Mr. Mothermouth Mall, get to the post office, pull that picture down. Now you got some rhythm in your stroll, some slide in your glide. So while you on the road, get to the post office.
And I'm getting, my conditions are dropping out. I got some ride my slide and some, yeah, you got it going on out there, man. I don't have the, I ain't got the right thing going on here. Let me see here. Let me just play it back here real fast. I got a,
Now you got some rhythm in your stroll, some slide in your glide.
that's right, some rhythm in the stroll, some slide in the glide, ain't no doubt that. Motormouth Mall, your West Coast beast right there, right now, I'm stepping.
Drop out. Don't be an acid casualty. I'll see you.
I see ya. Don't want to be an acid casualty, that's for doggone real.
Man, he got holes in the bottom end of his drawers. That's an acid casualty right there, man. Breaking wind, burning holes in his shorts. Yes, like I said, I got this.
Ooh, if you're behind him, you got to stand back a few feet.
Okay. Don't light no match. Hey, better make it all 6 feet.
That's right, 6 feet, at least 6 feet, and don't light no match.
Yeah, and I got some aluminum foil wrapped around my feet, man. Yes, sir, I can stand right on fire. Hey, Mr. Mothermouth Mall, back there.
10-4, I got aluminum foil wrapped around my head. When I keep this thing down, man, I want to keep, I got to keep myself protected, so I got a little hat on to break.
You know, if I fall down, I won't be able to get back up.
1088, take care, 7 Face, we'll catch you later. Everybody else in the band, Motormouth Mall, waving and stepping. I shall be turning this thing to the 10-7 side. And, see what happens when I get back.
Bye, Motormouth. Bye.
Bye. Are you sure you're not in Santa Maria?
Just got down.
Man, you got down in fine style. All right, catch you later on.
Sims, tell that dump like a step back, 2-step where he'd be 6 feet away.
Hello, while you're out there in Milwaukee. Well, holy smokes, you're doing a good job from Milwaukee. Oh, the Rockies.
Step back, 2 steps. Hey,
You said the Rockies, not Milwaukee. The Rockies. Okay, I got a chip in there. All right, hello, right back there to you. Have a good day out there around the Rockies. Motormouth Mall right there, right now.
Ain't no doubt. Who you talking to? Hey, Motormouth Mall, Sims, who you talking to? Who you talking to, Motormouth Mall? Tell that double takes 2 step back. Motormouth Mall, he need to be 6 feet away from your microphone.
What would I sound like? 6 feet away from the microphone. Let me go 6 feet back here. All right, that's 6 feet away from the microphone. Hey, 7. I'm 6 feet away from the microphone right there, right now. As I ease my knees up in the breeze in the wonderful world of sound. Hey, I'm not done. Wait a second. Let me get back up on top of the microphone I got down.
Don't get your toilet paper. make that toilet paper. Hey, Motor Mouth Mall, go on and make that toilet paper. God bless you, I'm gone.
410. I'll see ya. I'll go back to make the toilet paper. A7, Motormouth Mall, stepping blessings around the great big place. Big old 7-3s to you and the sweet thing, and the smallest to the tallest. Motormouth Mall, stepping, I got down.
Right back to you. 73 to you and yours from Nehemiah. Click, click.
Doing all that backing up, I thought you was gonna fall down the basement stairs. Hey, Big Motor 259, say God bless, I'm back quiet.
Jet Weather 259. Yeah, I would have, but the door was closed behind me, so I backed up against the door. I got lucky. Otherwise, I would have boom down to the bottom.
Take care, Big Motor. Take care, God bless. I'm going now.
10-4. Bye. Hey, Grandpa, take care. Good to hear you up in there. Hey, hold the fort down. I'm going to be in the mobile. I'm not going to be on the radio, but I'm going to go to the post office and store and get some other goodies, and I got to go price some stuff. So I'll be back.
I'll catch you when you get back, Mama.
10-4.
When you get to the post office, take 766 picture down. When you get to the post office, Motor Mouth Mall, take 766 picture down.
No. I'm going to leave that up there, man. They go put the snatch and grabs on him and give me some airtime.